Hello, all. I am Tara. I am a spiritual coach and teacher. I've had my certification since 2010. And thank you for all my new subscribers and my subscribers who have been here with me. This really is a space for you to kind of take a respite of what's happening in your life, what's happening in the collective. And I definitely appreciate that you spend some of that time with me and with our community here. If you haven't liked and subscribed, that would be great. And we're going to jump in today with our wisdom cards for the Oracle. It is a Virgo moon, and Virgo, one of the things about Virgo is for healing, self-healing. So let's look at where you can kind of be gentle with yourself today. And see, because being gentle is a form of healing for you. All right, we've got 4 cards, and we've got regeneration, clarity, truth, and anchoring. All right. So when things feel overwhelming and they feel chaotic, and maybe they are, and maybe it's just a feeling, either way, where can you ground? Grounding is such an important thing. You can do it by randomly doing some housework. I know it's not usually fun, but vacuuming, dishes brings you back to center. When we're talking about grounding, we really are talking about being in the present moment and being here. When you do dishes, you kind of have to pay a little bit of attention so you don't drop a dish. When you're vacuuming, you're being in the moment. And if you have a Roomba, obviously, you're not going to be vacuuming. But you can also go for a walk in nature. A little bit of chocolate sometimes is good grounding. Petting an animal. All those things are bringing you to the present moment, and that is helping you ground and staying focused. Because this is starting to be a time of change and regeneration. And sometimes during regeneration, things have to fall apart first, and that can be really, really unsettling. And I know that when things in my own life are chaotic and falling apart, the more that I can ground, oops, I can't even pick up the card again, but that I can ground, that I can anchor myself into the present moment, I get through the challenges, the upheaval easier. Not always easy, but it does work. I know my dad ended up having to go to the emergency room. He's fine, but I went with him, and I really kind of focused on just doing some breath work, just kind of taking those deep breaths, releasing, and putting a bubble up around us of love and compassion, and it made it go just a little bit smoother. So those are all things that, you can ground with yourself, and that kind of new start, that reset piece. And the other 2 cards is truth and clarity. This year is going to be a year that we are going to see a bunch of truth coming to the surface, a bunch of clarity coming to the surface in individual lives, in your life, and in the collective. And the more that you tune into yourself and say, what is true for me? What is clarity that I am bringing to my life is going to help you as things crumble, as things get rebuilt. And it might just be your truth of that you want something different this year. You want to be more connected to your spirituality, your truth. That is very, very possible this year. It also could mean that things are going to come to truth in the collective, and they might be unsettling. But we're looking long term at regeneration, regrowth. And so as we're going through that, we are looking at where can we ground? Where can we take those deep breaths? You want to do 3 deep breaths instead of 1. It does help you calm down a little bit more than just doing 1. Giving yourself, I always end videos with your self-hug, but that's a grounding. You are connecting with your physical body and your spiritual body. There's also research done that hugs will also help lower cortisol, which is a hormone that causes stress. And it doesn't matter if you hug yourself, if you hug a person you love, if you hug your pet, if you hug a tree, all those things help. All right, that is what I've got. I kind of snuck in that extra self-hug. So if you didn't do the self-hug, make sure you do it now, because you do have that private side and public side, and both sides could use your extra support and nurturing and comfort. All right, that is all I have for January 18th. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.